much. So first I want to say congratulations, young man.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. The fact that you are sitting here is evidence of the remarkable achievements that you've made. The fact that you are sitting here, it shows that you are resilient, you're courageous, and you have the ability to overcome struggles. Overcoming struggles is something I'm also familiar with. And in my industry, we say Ghana. You are not alone. So I once heard Steve Harvey say, in life, 85% of us will go through things, but the other 15% that sets us apart is how we deal with it. So while you heard, thank you so much for reading my bio. Yes, I'm Dr. Tiffany R. Harris. I sit on the board of a university as the alumni coordinator. But what you do not know about me is that there was a time in 2014, 2015, where I battled with depression and anxiety every single day. I went from multiple streams of income to no income at all. My truck was repossessed. My home was on the verge of foreclosure. I didn't have any heat in my home. My house was so cold that my daughter and I slept in this tiny room that was like a closet. Because when I plugged up the space heater, that room heated up the fastest. So while you've heard that I'm an author, I'm a best-selling author, but what you do not know about me, there was a time where I was a thief. I was addicted to that 5-finger discount. Anything that I could get on my hands on for free was my reach. And so while I thought I was getting away scot-free because nobody was watching, there came a time that what I did in the dark, it came to the light. That time when I walked out of the department store and the man on my right grabbed my arm. The man on the left grabbed my arm. They still walking me. All I can do was watch. They took me to this other room and told me to put my hands behind my back. Put handcuffs on me. Walked me down these steps. Told me to lower my kid. If I stepped up, that's the paddy legs. And as I sat in that cold bench, sliding from side to side, what seemed like a long ride, said, "Why?" They walked me in, took the handcuffs off, finally able to get some relief on my wrist. He said, "Give me your hands." One by down. It's a five-finger purpose. He said, "Now come over here, stand right here." They took my mugshot. So I too know what it feels like to have a mugshot. And see, the thing with me is I realized that I did these things because I didn't know who I was. So instead of walking in my purpose, I covered up. Layers of insecurity, layers of doubt, layers of low self-esteem. I remember when they told me I wasn't good enough. So why should I be who I knew I was called to be? So you heard that I'm a speaker, but that wasn't always the case. So what you don't know about me is I dressed in all black one night because I had to be the lookout person and the getaway driver from Recidivism. As I sat in the car with my hood on, my all black, I leaned down into the seat and I'm watching my surroundings to make sure nobody was coming. Everything inside of me knew that it wasn't my purpose. I wasn't meant to be there. But the abuser I was looking at the time said, "No, you're talking." So I felt like I had no choice. But then I had to realize that the only person that was going to save me was me. I had to get to a point where I realized my worth, I realized my purpose, and I realized my gift. So I had to let go of things that had to be a shut-in. Those layers of unbelief, those layers of limiting belief, those layers of you're not good enough, they had to come off. Because I know who God has made me to be. And it's not the life that I was living that wasn't meant for me. So one of the major things that I did was that I shifted my mindset. after I had to shed those old things and some new layers, shit comes out. And what I want to do for all of you, I want to give you 7 strategies for success. And I believe if you do these things, just like my life was able to transform, your life will be able to as well. And so you heard on my bio, my core belief is that when you shift your mindset, there will be a shift in the trajectory of your life. So I'm going to give you my acronym for mindset. M, make a decision to put you first. Make a decision to put you first. Too many times you've done everything that everybody else wanted you to do. Too many times you forgot about how great you were. Too many times you were influenced by the decisions of somebody else. Make a decision to put you first. This is your time to excel. I want you to remember, it's not too late. This right here, this is their second chance. This is your second chance. It's not too late. See, when I was with my abuser, when I was out there robbing people and being a lookout person and getaway driver, I was out there popping pills, smoking weed, and drinking syrup every day. But that was my coping mechanism. The person who abused me told me nobody would ever want me. No one would ever love me. At 41 years old, I got married. And next year, I'll be celebrating 2 years of marriage. It is not too late. Take Mr. Weeks, for example. You all know his story. You know what he's been through. You talk to him. You see where he's been. You see where he's at. And I'm sure you got a glimpse of where he's going. It's not too late. And non-negotiables. You might be thinking, oh, Dr. Harris, non-negotiables. What's she talking about? You got to have some non-negotiables. When I knew I needed to stop stealing, when I knew that I needed to get out of that abusive relationship, when I knew I needed to stop popping pills and smoking weed, when I knew I didn't want to be a lookout person and a getaway driver for robberies, when I knew that my mindset had to change, I had to have non-negotiables. My life was non-negotiable. My happiness was non-negotiable. My peace was non-negotiable. My freedom was non-negotiable. What are your non-negotiables? You don't have to answer, but just think about it. You have to have any non-negotiables. I'm gonna give you 3. I want you to repeat after me. And you can add to it. If you don't like the ones I say, that's fine. But I'm gonna give you 3. So repeat after me. My success is non-negotiable.
My success is non-negotiable.
My second chance is non-negotiable.
My second chance is non-negotiable.
My freedom is non-negotiable.
My freedom is non-negotiable.
And I challenge you to wake up every day and look in the mirror and say that to yourself. And not just say it, but feel it. Believe it. Because D, you deserve it. So I need you to decide that you deserve it. Doesn't matter if I say you deserve it. Doesn't matter if Judge Hill says you deserve it. Do you believe that you deserve it? You deserve it. S. So I talked about shifting your mindset. So I challenge you to not only shift your mindset, but shift your circle and shift your surroundings. When I had to shed and let go of those things, that came with letting go of my circle. That came with letting go of some people. Shift your circle and shift your surroundings. If you want to be great, you got to hang with the greats. If you want to be phenomenal, you got to surround yourself with those who are phenomenal. So let's take basketball, for example. Y'all know LeBron. LeBron wanted to be a champion. He wanted to win the championship. He was great. But in order to get him there, he had to have all-star players with him. So LeBron needed a Dwayne Wade. Michael Jordan needed a Scottie Pippen. Kobe Bryant needed a Shaquille O'Neal. Iron sharpens iron. They couldn't be great all by themselves. They needed an all-star to go to the championship and win. So not only did they surround themselves with the greats, they had extraordinary coaches. They had a Pat Riley. They had a Phil Jackson. So if you don't have a coach, if you don't have a mentor, get one. And don't just get one and be coachable. LeBron, Michael Jordan, Kobe, they had an all-star team, they had a coach, and they were coachable. And that was their success strategy to winning those championships. And you can do the same thing. E, eliminate excuses. Oh, Dr. Harris, you don't know what I've been through. You don't know where I came from. I just told you what I've been through, where I came from. You know where Kevin's came from. You know what he's been through. No more excuses. This is your time to soar, scale, and succeed. I don't know if any of you heard of a gentleman. He lived in Philadelphia. His name is Wallow267. Y'all ever heard of him? So y'all shaking your heads. Yes. So y'all know, you heard of him. If you haven't, go to Instagram and look him up. You can go to Google. He spent about maybe 20 or so years, maybe more in prison, came home, he got podcasts, he has a clothing line, he has a book, he's like a New York Times bestseller, no excuses, eliminate excuses. T, trust the process. This moment right here is not the end. This is just the beginning of your path to greatness. You will be tested. You will be tested. But trust the process. Things may not happen as fast as you want them to happen. Things may not look the way that you want them to look, but trust the process and enjoy the journey. You owe it to yourself to be that entrepreneur. You owe it to yourself to be that CEO. You owe it to yourself to leave a legacy. You owe it to yourself to make 6 and 7 figures. Trust the process. And so those are my 7 strategies for success. And if you follow those, I assure you, your mind will be blown about the endless possibilities that are waiting for you. So in closing, young men, I want to say congratulations again. I'm extremely proud of you. Everyone here is proud of you. And in closing, I just want you to say those 3 non-negotiables again. I don't want you to forget. I want you to get it down into your core of what is non-negotiable so that you can continue to propel to your next. So again, repeat after me. But this time, I want y'all to say a little bit different. This time, I need y'all to get down there and say it like you mean it. All right? Y'all ready? All right, back in there. All right, this is something different when you stand up. Y'all want to pull a so y'all can do that too, okay? All right. So my success is non-negotiable.
My success is non-negotiable.
Yes. My second chance is non-negotiable.
My second chance is non-negotiable.
My freedom is non-negotiable.
My freedom is non-negotiable.
I believe y'all. Congratulations.